guys, it's your girl T. So I want to come on here and do a video about the whole Mariah Carey situation. I've gotten a request to do this from her loyal lambs. Yes, that is her fandom. And the loyal lambs are really, really laid back. You know, they're a bunch of divas and divos. So I don't get a lot of requests from them. So when I do get a request from them, I definitely want to do it because they're not as crazy as the Barbs and they're not as crazy as the Beehive and the Rihanna Navy. You know, the loyal lambs, they kind of just stay in their place and they just kind of do them.
You will always be my favorite. See you soon, bye.
Dear Mariah, happy birthday to you.
Really my saving grace, and you don't even know how much I really appreciate you, and all your lambs appreciate you. We love you.
Happy anniversary, Mariah. I can't wait to see what you have in store for the Lamley over the next year. Keep doing what you're doing, girl, because you are on fire.
I wish you an incredible and amazing tour in Europe. Bye. Lamb from France.
Yeah. So they want to know my opinion about the whole Mariah Carey situation. So what's going down with our favorite diva, Mariah Carey, is that basically her family is putting her on blast. So what happened is that last week her brother came out and basically said that Mariah Carey needs to step up and help her sister Allison. Now, as we all know, Allison has been having issues for many years. Not only is she drug addicted, she also suffers from alcoholism, and she's also HIV positive. Her brother is saying that Allison is really sick. She needs medical treatment, she needs help, and right now, you know, she's not able to get the treatment that she needs, and that Mariah Carey is refusing to help out, and that they're really disappointed in Mariah, and that she needs to step up and help out her sister. Now, if that's not bad enough, her brother putting her out on blast, as of today, Allison has taken to the Daily Mail, and she has released a video begging Mariah Carey to help her. Go ahead and check out this video, and I'm gonna come back with the rest of my commentary.
Mariah, I love you, and I desperately need your help. Please don't abandon me like this. Mariah, I love you, and I desperately need your help. Please don't abandon me like this.
I just saw Allison's plea for Mariah Carey to help her, and I see a lot of folks going on Mariah Carey saying she's a bitch, she's a diva, how dare she not help her sister in her time of need, her sister's dying from AIDS, Mariah Carey needs to step up, she's rich, you know what I mean, you can sit there and help your sister. First of all, some of y'all need to have a tall glass of what? Shut the fuck up, okay? One thing I cannot stand is folks who have so much to say but do not know the backstory about the whole Mariah Carey situation with her sister, okay? I've been a big Mariah Carey fan since I first, laid eyes on her in the 1990s, okay? I'm a huge Mariah Carey fan, and I remember this information coming out about her sister a few years ago. And Mariah Carey went out her way to help her sister, to get her treatment, because her sister at the time was prostituting herself, and she ended up selling her story about her prostituting herself to the tabloids to make money and to also shame Mariah Carey because they haven't had the best relationship. I believe that there's a lot of sibling rivalry there because Mariah Carey was the favorite, she was the singer, and she ended up being the successful celebrity out the family, okay?
One more look at you, I could learn to tame the clouds and let the sun shine through.
So Mariah Carey has stepped up over the years to help this woman. And then when their father died, this woman inherited money. From what I hear, she got close to $1 million, and she ended up jacking it off on drugs and everything else, okay? On top of that, Mariah Carey, before she had her children, she fought hard to try and get custody of her niece and nephew. She also paid for them to go to private school. She looked out for her niece and nephew. And since Mariah Carey tried to help her sister with her initial niece and nephew, since all that went down a few years back, Allison went on to have even more kids. And after a while, Mariah was like, you know what, I'm done. I'm struggling trying to take care of these 2 kids that are not mine, trying to help you out. And then you're out here doing the same thing, still getting high, still prostituting yourself. You're having more more kids. I'm just done with this entire situation. This is not my headache.
If I ever did have a family, I don't have one anymore.
She weighs her words carefully, but doesn't hold back. The truth is, she was an outsider to her family long before this interview. She is 33-year-old Allison Carey, the older sister of pop superstar Mariah Carey. Allison is torn between jealousy and love, convinced Mariah has turned her back at a time when Allison needs her most.
I want to go on record as saying that I love my sister, and she's broken my heart so many times. She's just really broken my heart.
The story first broke in Linda Stacy's column in the New York Daily News, a story of a family crisis that won't go away. It involves Allison, her 7-year-old son Michael, and Allison's mother, Patricia Carey, who picked up the boy in December for what Allison thought was a routine visit. It was not. It was instead the last time Allison would see her son for a very long time.
How did you lose your son? What happened?
I gave him to my mother for the weekend. I had done that before. I'll never forget her driving off with Michael and waving and smiling. She knew what she was about to do.
Allison's mother reportedly took the child because her daughter is an unfit parent with a history of drug abuse. Lawyer Stephen Grossman represents Patricia Carey. He says the boy is much safer where he is now.
My client perceived dangerous conditions existed, and it was not in the best interest of her grandson to be where he was at the time. And she acted.
Allison Carey says she does not know where her son is now, but she believes that Mariah is offering financial assistance to care for him. The wedge in Mariah Carey's family was put in place long ago when Allison and Mariah were growing up on Long Island. 16, Allison was already married and a mother, but she didn't stay home. Instead, she turned to the streets for money.
I want to ask you about one of the more difficult things in your life. How did you get into prostitution?
Nobody wanted to hire me. I didn't have any experience doing anything.
In 1987, Allison had a second son, Michael. But when Michael was barely 1, Allison fell into despair. At the age of 27, she had tested positive for the AIDS virus.
It's like dedicating an album to me, to make themselves look good. I'm sorry, I just think that that's kind of beneath contempt.
At 24, Mariah Carey is at the top of the music industry and married to Tommy Mottola, the president of Sony Entertainment. Even Allison has to admit her sister has been extremely generous.
Mariah paid to put you through drug rehab?
Yes, she did. But she has never let me forget one single cent she's ever spent on me.
Does she have the right to say to you, I've given enough?
Absolutely. Absolutely, and I'll tell you something else. I wouldn't take another dime from her.
Are you trying to embarrass your sister?
No.
Folks are so eager to jump to the conclusion that Mariah Carey is a diva and she's heartless, but people have no idea what this woman has done for her family and for her sister. A lot of us have been in that same situation where we've helped out other family members, where we looked out for people only to get shitted on in return. I've done that for people. I've let people move in with me, stay with me and my kids while they were homeless, didn't have nowhere else to go. You know what I'm saying? Then when it came down to it, they didn't do anything. They didn't change their ways. All I was doing was enabling them, so I got them the hell up out my house. And nobody owes you nothing in life. You owe yourself something. If you don't care about your health and you don't care about your well-being, you cannot force that guilt and shame on somebody else. That's ridiculous. At the end of the day, Allison is a grown woman. Mariah Carey can only do so much. You can only lead a horse to water. You cannot force the horse to drink. So I think it's kind of sad that Mariah Carey is getting such a bad rap just because she plays this diva persona and folks are, hitting her up like, you need to take care of your sister. You need to go look out for your sister. Y'all don't know how much that woman has taken care of her sister. Y'all don't know the backstory. So folks need to butt out of it. If Mariah Carey chooses to help Allison, then kudos to Mariah Carey. But if she chooses to wash her hands of her and not help her, then that's on Allison. Allison burnt that bridge. You know what I'm saying? So folks need to blame Allison and stop trying to blame Mariah Carey for Allison's decisions. So anyways, you guys, let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this entire situation. Once again, concerning our favorite diva, honey, Mariah Carey. Do you feel like she's obligated to help her sister no matter what? Or do you feel like maybe Mariah Carey's just burnt out and she's done with the entire situation and that she doesn't owe Allison anything? So let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. All right, deuces. Hey, you guys, it's your girl T. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share my videos. You can also visit Lovelyti.com to purchase any merchandise. Also, don't forget to click the boxes down below to watch any of my previous videos. Talk to y'all later. Deuces.